It is almost spring break, and if you're a parent or guardian of young children, swimming can actually be a source of stress. But there is a program available right here in the Quad Cities teaching young children how to float on their own, oftentimes before they have even learned to walk. Caitlin Gustafson is a certified ISR instructor, and she is joining us now. Caitlin, welcome back to the show.
Hi, nice to be back.
Thank you so much for being here. I absolutely love talking with you. This topic, I don't know if it's because I'm a parent, it's like so interesting to me, and I love following your social media and seeing what you've been able to do with these little kids. It's incredible. So let's just get started. Tell us a little bit about what makes ISR different from traditional swimming lessons or other types of swimming lessons.
So our main goal is always to make sure that the children are independent. Like, we don't want to be in the way of their skills. I want them to be able to perform whether I'm standing next to them, mom's in the pool with them, or they fall off a dock even, you know.
Yeah.
I want them to be totally on their own. So that's the best part to me, because it's the peace of mind for especially the little ones, and then the confidence in the bigger ones is amazing too.
Yeah, absolutely. I was just telling you, I was talking with a parent over the weekend that is and has her daughter enrolled in ISR right now, and she's like, we just bought a house with a pool, and that's just like everyone's biggest fear is like, what will they do? Will they know what to do if the worst thing happens in that moment? And that's kind of where you get started. Yeah, exactly, right? Our anxiety is high just talking about it. So talk a little bit about your background and just getting certified as an ISR instructor.
ISR fell into my lap, honestly. I knew I wanted something similar to ISR for my kids before I had them. And then in 2020 I had my firstborn, and I was always on the locator looking for an instructor, and there was just none anywhere close to us. It was like Chicago. And when he was 9 months old, we actually had someone travel up to Moline to teach, and I was in it. And he was only on like week 2 and 3, and I was like, this is what I want to do. And like, it's crazy because it started a passion like I didn't know I had. I didn't realize that water safety is so important.
It is, yeah. Yeah, when we're watching some videos right now as you speak of these sweet little kids in the water, I mean, I could watch these all day. This is so incredible to me to watch those kids just kind of dunk underwater and then roll on their backs to like a floating position. Does age make a difference when it comes to this type of instruction?
Yes and no. So the general ballpark that we teach up to is about 6 years old. I have taught children up to 12 before. It's very circumstantial on like where you want their skill levels to be and stuff. I will say the younger that you start though, like I have a little girl who was featured last time. I just finished her up on Friday, and now she float swims across the pool at 2.5 years old. 2.5. So like the sooner they're in there getting that experience, the more confidence they have to be a great swimmer the older they get.
This is just so amazing to me. Look at that. So go over the lesson structure for us. You know, for folks who haven't researched it, I mean, this is like an everyday commitment, pretty much. I think you say Monday through Fridays at least. But it's only
10 minutes a day.
10 minutes a day.
That is so important though, because we want their attention span for one. Like, we're working with little kids. They need to be paying attention to what we're doing. And at the same time, we work really hard in those 10 minutes. And the progression from a Monday to a Friday, when you see it, is crazy. And then it makes sense because like we're putting the pieces together, but I'm also stopping every day before they're too tired to give me like their absolute best.
Wow, okay. For parents to watch this, is that tough at all? I think I asked you this last time. Like, I know you don't immediately start and, you know, you don't just throw a child in the water. That's not how that works. But, I mean, when you see, like, your little baby, I'm sure it takes a couple days or a couple lessons to get used to it.
Especially the younger they are. Like, they're emotional and they can't use their words to tell you, like, I'm scared and I'm nervous and stuff like that. So the emotions are really hard. As a parent, my son cried every single day, and I just accepted that this was for safety. But honestly, like, the more confidence they get, the more I give them skills, the more they come out of their shell and they want to come to swimming lessons. And then like, it's so funny because this last session, in the first 5 days, day 1, 2, and 3, all tears. Nobody wanted Miss Caitlin. Nobody wanted to get in the pool. By Thursday and Friday, every single child was crying because their lesson was over. So like, the faster that I'm able to give them a skill to work with and the confidence, it's a night and day difference. And I wish I had like some parents who could talk about that. Like, this last one was crazy how fast they just switch. They're
it's
ready.
gotta feel really good.
That's Quinn right there, actually.
Doing the swim float.
Yeah.
So they like will swim
She's
like this
2.5.
underwater, and then they take a break
Yeah.
and they like float on their back.
Yep, that's actually my son.
Oh.
So he just turned 4.
That is so cute. I just think this is amazing. And look, he just made his way all the way across the pool. And I mean, that's got to feel like a win. And it's got to feel really good for you because, like you said, it's like an emotional thing, right? You hear
For
a lot
sure.
of like horror stories and things that have happened, and you don't want to be that. You don't want to be that family, right? You want to do everything that you can to like protect your kids, especially around water.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's like for you to do this, it's got to be incredibly rewarding.
Oh my gosh, the end of the lessons, I'm in tears. Like we're
Yeah.
filming last days in clothes, and like I'm crying because it's like, look at what we did, look at what we
Yeah.
gave them. And the hard thing is that, especially the really tiny ones, I don't want them to ever need those skills, like in the essence of I fell off the dock or I slipped in
Yeah.
a pool. Like I want them to use their skills for fun.
Yes.
But still watching that and knowing that you're going fishing with
You're gonna be
dad
okay.
and you fall down the bank into the river, like you have something.
It's a little less stress.
Yeah,
it
just
really
a little.
is.
Yeah.
Okay, wow. Well, for a look at more incredible ISR outcomes, you're going to want to follow Quad Cities ISR on Facebook and on Instagram. You can also contact Caitlin online, or you can send her an email to caitlin.gustafson@infantswim.com. Caitlin, thank you. And we know before pool season hits, you'll be back with just some really great safety tips and reminders for folks. So we'll look forward to having you on the show. Thank you so
I'm so
much.
excited.
Yes.